Hey, Michelle Cederberg here, coming at you about 3/4 of the way through a run that I did not want to do today. And I thought now would be a good time to film this week's video, not only because it gives me a rest, but because this week we're continuing to talk about goals. And so I figured, why not in week 3 talk about goals smack dab in the middle of my discomfort zone. Most of you know what I'm talking about. If you've spent any time in the last 1, 2, 3 weeks talking yourself out of doing that thing that you had set out to do at the beginning of this month, you know that just because we want it doesn't mean it's easy. In fact, most of the time we don't want to do the things that we know are good for us. Enter today's run. I talked myself out of it for a good portion of the day, but the weather's nice. I was sitting a lot today, and so I said, suck it up, Buttercup. Time to get outside. Decide and then do. Don't overthink the things that you want for yourself. If it was easy, more people would be doing it. And it's never going to be as easy as you think you want it to be. Case in point, I have been a fitness instructor since 1990. So do the math, that's what, 27, 28 years. I've taught all sorts of classes in all of those years. And I'll tell you right now that I would say that 90% of those classes I didn't feel like teaching when I had to go teach them. The thing about doing that thing that you don't want to do, the hardest part is getting moving. So I kicked my ass out the door this afternoon and just said, I'm going to run until it no longer feels like work. And you might be saying, oh, well, my whole run would feel like work, or it always feels like an effort when I'm doing that thing, whether it's writing or running or working on the project or getting online for that course you're taking. But somewhere in the midst of momentum, you know this happens, you start to realize, okay, I can do this. You get motivated, and then you keep going. And it's true for exercise, to be certain. It's true for the writing I did this morning. Decide and then do. I didn't think about it. I grabbed my coffee and I sat down, even though I did not want to. I'm going to impress upon you this idea of a positive mindset once again. If you are not telling yourself that you can, you won't. If you are not giving yourself permission to work at this task, even if you do it poorly or in small steps, you will not do it. It's not meant to come easy. Most of the time, you're not going to want to do the thing. And I think that success definitely comes by owning your discomfort zone. Owning the fact that, yeah, I'm not going to like it, at least for the first bit, but I will like it when I'm done. I will be proud of myself when I've done that thing that I set out to do. So, week 3 of the June Goal Crusher Challenge, I want to hear from more of you. Send me messages, direct message me, make comments below. Just let me know how you're doing, good, bad, or everything in between. Because this doesn't have to stop at the end of June. In fact, I sure hope it doesn't, because I've got a book to write and I need you guys to help me get there too. We can support each other. Discomfort zone is not a bad place to hang out because it teaches you what you're capable of. And at the end of it all, you will sit down and say, wow, I did that thing I wasn't going to do. And man, I feel good. There is power to that. So until next week, I'm Michelle Cederberg, helping you transform your work and your life one goal-crushing idea at a time. And look at what I get as a reward for getting off my ass and getting outdoors. What's your goal? Whether it's exercise or something related to the brain in your head, get to work. Do the freaking work. We know how this goes. Talk to you next week.